Evening all. I hope everybody is well. Welcome to my world building Sunday. At the moment you'll find me in World Anvil. What I am planning on doing is using some of their world prompts to go through or to create new parts to one of my worlds. So either my D&D world or my Star Trek Adventures campaign which I'm running at the moment, depending on what I find interesting or what I get. I am currently trying to find where their prompts are, which originally thought was nice and easy, considering I found it earlier on my iPad, but for some reason I'm not seeming to find it here. This if you don't know already, this is a World Anvil site, a very good site for keeping all your information and stuff about your fantasy worlds. Or actually, why do I say fantasy? It's not necessarily your fantasy worlds, because I'm thinking of it through a D&D lens, but this is for all your worlds that you may do. I realised I haven't got my camera up, and there's a reason why that, because it's on the ground. Not the support it. Worry about that later. Priorities, Ben. Priorities. So what was I going to try to find? The prompts. So I'll also, if anybody is interested when I get these prompts up, any help is always recommended, or suggestions is always good. So, as I said, you can use this site for putting information about your books, whatever your world you create. You can put it in here. It's all good. So, and yes, I should have found this all before I started, but for some reason I was worrying about, or not for some reason, I was worrying about everything else working, and I thought something I found earlier I would easily be able to find. So, tree campaign manuscript. Tell you what, I found it on my iPad earlier, so let's have a look on my iPad and see where it is on that. So there we are. Got my camera up and running. Not that that's essential. I'm sure all you people don't necessarily want to look at my lovely mug, but it's there anyway. So hope everybody's lives have been good. Aha, found it, I think. To do world building prompts. There we are. Always good. So, newest prompts. So, decided I was gonna go off this blindly, because it gives me a bit more of a well, not necessarily a challenge. I thought it gives me something new to do that I wouldn't necessarily think about. So what I'm going to do, actually that top one's good. Tell us about a famous entertainment group within your world. Right, so write about a organisation that is terrorising a town in your world. If you've got any suggestions, please call out, or any ones you would think I should do, and I will maybe head towards that one. Write about a lost city in the world that was rediscovered, what was found inside, And what is impact on modern life? Actually, I think that one is a very good one for my Star Trek Adventures story, actually. So I will go with that. They could given some quick links on this one to help set up, but each in this in World Anvil, there are various different categories you can put these in. So, like this one I just mentioned is under settlements because it's a lost city. Write about an organisation that is terrorising a town in your world. It's an organisation. This could be a very loosely fitting organisation, or it could be a government. That's what you choose. So, lots of different options there. Like the other one, next blow it, describe an ongoing military conflict in your world. Comes under military conflicts. There are various bits there. I'll tell you what, I'll quickly show you that, and then I'll go back. Sorry about the advert, that's nothing to do with me. Actually, that's the wrong one. Of course, dashboards is what I want. So, that's their thing. This is not an advert for World Anvil either. I just like them. I think they're good. So, you got documents, character, myth and legend. So, like in current Earth history, Earth mythology, that could be Arthur. Arthur and Knights of the Round Table, for example. Session reports, that could just be about your camp. That's more about your game, but they have that option there. Settlement, we can work out what that is. Species, so if you've got an animal for your world, for example, got titles. But anyway, you get the idea. You're all good people here. So, write about a lost city in your world that was rediscovered, what was found inside, what is the impact on modern life. I'm going to click on that. So, I have done a copy and paste so I can write this up so I can remind myself. Oh, they've already done that. This is I'm not saying how new a thing, but it's something that's happened in the last 2 years. It's got it written there. I used to always they had a challenge a couple of years out, their summer challenge. I think it was like 31 prompts in 30 days, and similar to that. And I always used to copy and paste it so I could write it up, so use it for reference. Now in my Star Trek Adventures game, the players are doing at the moment doing an adventure called Signals, and they are in this found a signal coming off a planet, and it's going into the Romulan neutral zone. So, for you know who's into Star Trek, you know about that, but it's in for you lot who don't. This into a neutral zones like you would have on Earth, like they used to have in Berlin, and now and currently got in Korea between North and South. Is basically between two different factions. So, and this is they've got down and found out this is an alien, not pre-warp. That's very Star Trek, but definitely pre-warp, a pre-industrial world. There's no living people, and this has gone extinct, and there is modern technology in there, but there is very old-looking stuff in there. Now, I won't do it for this world, but the idea behind this signal is going to alien world, going to actually a sub-dimension, parallel universe almost, and this is signal is going basically telling everybody that they're. By the way, if there's any players listen to this for my game, please tune out now. This signal is going to another world, and it's almost like a video recording, a video stream, and the idea of this is going to be for communication and for entertaining people. So what I plan on doing is writing up something about a lost city that one of these signals were coming from, and when this lost city, so they will have your normal life thing, but it will also have entertainment stuff in there. So that's so that actually answers what we found inside this lost city and what would impact modern life. Now, with this alien bit, like they came into, the miners that got there first, because this was found by a load of miners, it turned on when they came on here. So I'm thinking in this one, if they find it again, it will activate. And I should probably actually start writing some of this down, because that's what this is for. But feel free to join in and add anything for that. So this is just convenient. I didn't actually check this before, but feel free to join in and help me. So excuse me a second, just setting up something for me. So parent founding date. Okay, founding date's not relevant. I'm going to just write down briefly what I've done earlier. Which has various entertainment venues in, I will correct my spelling in a minute, and various entertainment venues and a central building which has a obelisk in, which sends out a signal to a power the world. No, the reason I said obelisk because in the other one it is a obelisk, and I want to keep it the same for all my players, that they can recognise that this is the same same thing. Sorry, I was just looking around the camera there. I've got to maybe just sort my imaging so I can see everything on my two monitors. Fortunately, they're both I haven't got much room, so it was very hard to see them both. So, okay. As I said, let's get back to sorting out my terrible spelling. So, dates. Founding dates not necessarily important, or at least for this one. It is lovely in the sense of something like Rome, which has a founding date, but we could come back to that and use that as a thing. We could have like the historical founders stuff. There could be stories about that. So you, like in Rome, you will find the two wolves. Not two wolves. The she wolf with two children. Usually on the teak, where it's being Romulus and Remus and got founded by Rome. But again, sidetrack. Actually, no. Good to get sidetracked on these sometimes, because that usually helps. So, like, go and reference in old myths and legends and stuff like that. They usually, it comes in handy occasionally to think of stuff like that. So, let's get ready to ramble. Dates that became a ruin. So, if any, I don't want it being a complete ruin. Or could this place still be going on? Ooh, that's an interesting thought. What kind of time era is this going on? Not on Hermit Earth dates, but relative to Earth's time, like say industrial, modern, a bit more of a futuristic bit, like a Victorian era style place. I'm gonna, because the year on this will be 2371, which is a year in Star Trek, which things are going on. So, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking this has got to be definitely pre high civilization, same level as Star Trek, but maybe on the set similar. Probably not the era here, the era that we're living. I'm going to say like equivalent to like maybe a Victorian. I'm saying a Victorian, just a just at the beginning of new inventions and stuff like that. Yeah, and I reckon I'm gonna say that is still going on. Uh, Stuff like that. Stuff is still going on. Exploring new places, but you're just about to invent on it, so it could be enough to spook them out. But interesting enough that you may have somebody who is interested, who is wondering what is going on, that can actually come and help with it. Victorian style, so you could have like railway and stuff like that. And I'm thinking the obelisk will be. That's going to be. How is it going to be hidden from people? In the original place we had it, this was ended up underground because of volcanic debris and stuff like that. But at the moment, are they? Is this? Because I'm going to say this one's hasn't been active for years. So it's good, and it activates when people come near to it. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be something that activates when somebody comes near it, but it hasn't activated yet, so it might not be in a public place. So as you said, this is going to be, thinking about it, this is going to be a lost city, isn't it? So are people still living there, though? So could this be somewhere like an underground city, like Atlantis or something like that? Ben is thinking. Okay, obelisk is Because we could have it activate if an explorer is there, or we could have it where the players find it, which is entirely possible because I've given them some map, not quite a map, but like almost a star chart to find it in a lost city, similar to, I was going to say Atlantis, similar to Atlantis, and there was another one that was looked for around the not Edwardian, Elizabethan time, and the Stuart is El Dorado, which they believed was in the Americas. And was it such a woolly rally? For those who have watched Blackadder, there's a reference there. I think was maybe looking for it. El Dorado. Yeah, okay. This could be, if it's like an El Dorado filled with gold, it could be the idea, it may be like the roads are paved to go to London, and it gains people there. Has this myth and legend that this is where people gain their fortune, which, if it's an entertaining thing, that could be the myth behind the story. And there could be myths and stories around the various places. If they got down to the planet, they could find where these myths are, looking for gold, searching for the lost city of so and so, where people made their fortune, where they made their wealth, where they got famous for their 15 minutes of fame. Of fame. I will probably write this up maybe today, but if not in the future. This is me just trying to take notes, trying to get what this is about. Date that became a ruined. Will have it ruined, so I'm gonna say this city is being ruined. So 2370. What would be good for a ruined city? 500 years maybe, if it's let's say Victorian time on an English scale. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's a 300. And why would it be in ruin? That would be one of the next questions, though. But so I'm gonna say it would be a 1,000 years from when this was created, or when they visit here, and from the current timeline. This would be reason reason for this being ruined, and it would give it time for an alien species to adapt, and the exploration may not be as big as it is now, and it would have given time for stories to build up and such like. Oh, I'm gonna put it to like 1671. And it definitely be not very well written. That should give it enough time for it not to be well written that people actually know there was aliens involved. Roller, additional rollers. So, rule if there's no, if this is a landmark, a settlement, or a building, you can actual owner of the structure. Ruler. Ooh. I'm gonna put a name in here because this person may, looking up information about this person, may be able to get hints, even though they would be long gone and possibly long dead. This should be things. So I'm thinking, if they looked up this person, they could try to find. They could possibly find the hints, either in a grave or a house that was in the records that was owned by this person, or something like that. I'm gonna say, I'm actually gonna make it very on the nose with his name. So Game Master. I needed something alien sounding, but something that I can actually say as well, and doesn't sound like people's names that I've given already. I'm gonna actually this Remus. I was thinking around. That's in my head now. I'm gonna put the one who didn't. And I know we use. Can't even spell, and I keep. Oh, I have a feeling I know why this is not coming up. This is because of probably because I haven't created the person that. Yeah, seen here, big obvious thing here. Nothing here. You need to create a character first. Create a new article and link. That's what that's for there. How do you spell Remus? And if the players want to jump to conclusions and thinks that's to do with Romulus and Remus, they are more than welcome to. But they're being a there it is. That's a spread. I'm not completely miles off. They're more likely to think of it to do as the Romulans and the Remans. Again, I'm happy for them to do that. I will confirm nor deny that anything like that, and it's a complete coincidence. If they do want to go down that big rabbit hole, I'm happy for them to let them be led down that rabbit hole. So, and the Game Master bit, that's a hint for hopefully what's going on. So, oh, I probably should have done the thing there. Create new. Actually, I'm not going to make it quite that gamesman. I'll go back and get rid of the gamesman out of his title later. Owning organisation. This is the fun bit. What's the owning organisation? So, alternative. Alternative no. Why am I? Why can't I have own an organisation? It doesn't matter. Oh, probably because I've got a owning person. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Worry about that later. Population currently 0. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave that 0 for the minute. So no native. No. No living organ. I'm gonna put living in. Actually, no. No living people. Okay, no. Blood people. I'm not going to say there is going to be hologram people or mechanical, but that is an option. And sentience is down to what either me at the time or the players at the time, because they're the ones who would probably have to assess it. Because if we have, yeah, we've had data who's definitely been sentient, and we've got holograms who have been sentient in that. So I'm gonna just right there. I'm just thinking at its possibly at its max. Circa. This is before Industrial Revolution. Rome at its peak, I believe, had about 1 million. After that, I think the first city after that would have been London. That would have had 1 million, possibly, and that was Industrial Revolution time, maybe a little bit before. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say 750,000 to 1 million or 1.5 million. I would say, unless they are doing a full archaeology thing, it would be hard to tell, especially if you have different buildings on top of each other. One's been knocked down, new one's put in. Yeah, whether buildings were multi-story or such like. I think we can do that. So just okay. Demographics, not worried about that a minute. Government, okay. Let's keep this on the necessarily weird, but a government. That would be, let's say, I'm thinking of a something that you would have for a TV organisation or game show thing, because this is supposed to be for entertainment. So I'm thinking, can you make this sound very like that? So committees coming to mind. I'm just having a look at something on what the group of people who are look after the BBC. Oh, it's the BBC Trust. So BBC Board, they got it. So I could probably call Board or the Directors. Directors sounds good. government. Board of There's nothing wrong with using something in your real world, so that's all good. Infrastructure districts. Ooh, actually, this is where maybe will come in handy for this. So, this is where the districts, we could put a lot of us into entertainment and such like. Now, sorry, that was very bad of me. So, forgot I'm on camera. Candid camera. So, let's say arena. District. Whether we'll call them exactly this, we'll find out later, but I might keep it simple for others. So there's going to be a West End Broadway type district, even though it may not be on the scale now, but it may be on like Shakespeare's Globe type level. So I'm going to just call it Entertainment District. Probably don't have to put district after each one, but just for reference. So living quarters, okay. I wanted to use a tab as you would do on a Word document, but it wouldn't let me. Living quarters, so I'll just put various for the minute. What was I gonna? I was thinking of educational things, because this planet is going to be Victorian-esque, but whether this would be, what kind of level would this be on? I'm going to say this could be I'm not going to have an educational quarters for it. I'm going to dancing. This is going back to entertainment. Sports, so fighting, hunting, fishing maybe. I am thinking, would people from with this? I was thinking under the presumption that this would be people from this world, but I am changing my mind. I'm thinking people can be brought in from other worlds into here, so this would be out of the way. So the town I am thinking is uh, is a let me finish that sentence. This is a city that has people brought out because it's out of the way from the main land masses or such like of the other ones. You didn't have many many of the indigenous life forms come over here. You may have had some brought in, and for the show they could go and do the entertainment abroad. And the other ones like a nature, like a David Attenborough of his time doing this thing. So city brought in people from native planet as well as aliens from many different locations. This was done in various ways, either by abduction, good pay, or even for fame. Now, there was a show on Voyager back in the day that brought people, got people in the working environment. I forgot what it's called now. Some of them were abducted. Some of them came of their own free will. This could be a similar kind of thing. I'm thinking of bringing reality shows into this as well, which is what the homes bit's for. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, had a long day to be honest, so yeah, excuse me there. Um, education. So um, science. Schools. Yeah, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, you could have science and nature universities that they brought in people to show learn about what is going on, so they could tell the people. in their own universe about this. I'm thinking with the date, I might bring it a bit closer to modern times. So I've completely lost that one. 1671 I had it, but I'm trying to think when the Vulcans and how many species were in space. I had some technology from the Enterprise era, so I'm going to just say let's 2071. This was in ruin. I can change that date to another one. Industry and trade. Well, that's easy. Entertainment. Defences. Ooh, that is a good question. Defences for this place. Well, the original one had it that you couldn't touch the thing because it would electrocute you for the main thing. But to be honest, most of the rest of it probably won't have many defences. But there may be stuff from around from some of the game. Whoa, actually, I'm thinking if this is powered up again, there's going to be. I'm thinking there's still going to be a reasonably, a reasonably good amount of visible still from space. Okay, a lot would have fallen down. I was thinking from this that they may have had hollow projectors. More modern ones did. I'm going to say they're off. Dead drives that if reactivated could cause if in danger. Tourism. Formerly would so formerly would have or this wasn't for people. I was thinking would bring people in to watch in this want to actually watch it live, but no, actually I don't. All the tourism would have been for people watching it. People wanting to fight, entertainment, tourism. People wanting to take part in the competitions and activities. So I'm not going to say it's like necessarily like you go for a holiday, but it could be. So I've been on a race on holiday for running, and they organised races and stuff like that, and they had preset races on already. Was local, so you could have that as people tourism coming in. So or take part activities. Or wanting to take part in get themselves educated on a new planet, or come to study. It's not quite tourism, but maybe semi there. Architecture. I. Ooh. What kind of architecture? Which of the styles of architecture used in this settlement? Which is the style of architecture used in the settlement? Which is the stone or wood used for the walls of its building? How do people traditionally adorn their structures, e.g., white picket fences, whitewashed walls with ocean blue roofs, or brightly coloured doors? Ooh, that is a good question. Let's quickly go on to Discovery because I can't think of that off the top of my head. Describe the location's geographic features. Is the terrain a plain, a mountain, or rolling hills? So when I read plain, even though it is Plain, I automatically thought of an aeroplane. Silly me. Stupid me. Does it have access to fresh water via a river or a lake? Is it on the edge of the sea or an ocean? You can also talk about the views and natural beauty of the location. I'm going to say this is slightly inland, mainly just to keep it off from any boats that may have been there in the past, from seeing it have some sort of hidden bit. So in I'm going to say this is probably well and true. I know people used to congregate by lakes, but this is probably to make it a little bit more in, and then by a and near a river. They can use these bits for this. So I'm going to say I'm thinking of somewhere like Brazil, somewhere like on the Amazon, in a lot of woodland surrounding areas, so it's reasonably well hidden. So having like a large lake, almost like one of the Great Lakes or Lake Victoria or something that's on the Nile or something like that, but in like an Amazon, Brazilian rainforest feature. In a dense forest. Okay, I can write these better later. This is more notes from see. Natural resources. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment because they weren't selling it on. This is future. I'm going to say wood and timber. So it can be found. Fish. Oh, I'm not sure about stone yet. What we'll have around. Let's see. Find out. This will be enough to get me going for a minute. You know, this takes me hours to come up with these things, even though this is supposed to be a short thing. Anyway, I'm going to leave this for a second. Actually, I'll say that just as I'm doing something else. Have I got a title for it? Settlement title. Otarius. I don't know where that's came from. Three. Okay, I don't want to make that public yet. So, anyway, I love this thing. Anyway, oh, hello, Pink. Hello there, Pink Fizz. I just noticed that you're talking there. So, hopefully, you're all well there. Sorry if I've missed you already. So, just doing a bit of world building at the moment. And all going well here. Excuse me, just had probably a bit of feedback on what I'm doing. Touch of Pink Fizz, that's the proper name. I couldn't read it here. So, hope the Star Wars The Old Republic's going well. So, anyway, I'm going to call it for a night. I will say hello to you in chatter later. So, thank you.